So you know anything about this Robert Sarver thing? He's the Suns owner, Phoenix Suns owner.
No, I thought you was going to go to a different subject.
Nah, but you all right talking about this right now? Or?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Then we can keep it basketball with something else.
All right, so the dude that it made me remind you of that because he hired at one point the dude Lindsey Hunter, the former NBA player, as a coach, and Lindsey Hunter had no business being a coach, but he hired him just because he was black, and it was like, oh, it's gonna make things look like diverse. So when I heard that story, I was like, oh, that just reminded me. It's like, nah, like sometimes, bro, the problem ain't who you hiring. His problem is now all of a sudden you putting this black guy in a situation where now you making a bad rap for black coaches because dude don't even know how to draw plays, and everyone's gonna be like, oh, well, last time I hired a black coach, it was it. Like, nah, like that's why it's the shit where like, no, don't just hire somebody because they black. But
Yeah.
pretty much he created it. Everyone knew Robert Sarver always been like the piece of shit type person, but he's no different than a lot of people. I'm not even want to just say white people. He's no different than a lot of people that have jobs in this. So pretty much they're saying he created a toxic environment, right? So you know an NBA player LaMarcus Aldridge, obviously, right?
Yeah.
So
LA.
when they tried signing him, but instead he went to San Antonio because he wanted to be close to his kids. So Robert Sarver was like, "Dang, what we need to do is get a bunch of local strippers to get pregnant by NBA players, so we can get them to sign here and shit." He'll say stuff like that, which I thought that was funny personally, but bro, that was funny. But I was like, I get that's not a workplace, something you say in a workplace, but that's funny. So everyone
Wait. That no, fuck that shit. I can see it's competition. It's like, huh, we need to hire some better strippers because a lot of these niggas are getting strippers pregnant.
yeah,
So I
they want to be closer to their
mean,
kids. They want to be closer to their kids. So,
he's not wrong.
yeah, exactly. But then, so say it was a situation where Draymond Green yelled "nigga" going up court. So right after the game, Robert Sarver was being like, "Wait a minute, why can't Draymond Green run up and say nigga, but I can't?" And then Earl Watson was like, "You can't say that." He said, "But why can Draymond Green say nigga and I can't?" He's like, "You can't say that." Like, damn. But it's funny. It's funny. They use as a story. There are mad white people like that. I know a white person who's a police officer. I know a white person that's in the military. I know white people like that all over the place. So if y'all got a problem with
FBI.
that, y'all got a problem with that. I mean, but okay. So it's the thing where
Donald Sterling didn't even say nigga.
bro, people on camera, but
Exactly.
people just don't like. Well, some people just don't like him. So they had like 70 employees and former employees like interviewed about the shit. It's just because he's not a likable person, they acting like, oh, Kiko. I was like, nah, yeah, he's an idiot. He may be ignorant. He ain't do nothing to lose his team, bro. Like, relax. But I'm talking about what else? I guess pretty much he's just childish in a workplace. That's all I'm getting. The one thing that I see where they say create a toxic environment, there are people like say on the business aspect, say somebody's what's a supervisor or something like that, they
Yeah.
will hire a side chick type thing and then have a relationship and work. But it's not like they both work together and they met at work. They actually have a relationship, and then he will bring her like they stuff like that. Where it's like you can't do that. Like that's the type of shit that's going on in that organization, and they're saying it's because of him. I'm like, that ain't because of him.
Why do you have a side chick?
That ain't because of him though. I just don't like how they're acting like that's on him. Nah,
That's
that
not his
sounds like
fault.
yeah, exactly. He told a story apparently. He says he likes Manscaped. He likes to use Manscaped as his wife is giving him a head. So I don't know, I was like, okay, whatever. So then he went around the room asking a bunch of people, hey, do you use Manscaped? Oh, you look like you shave yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like he do shit like that at work. So like they say because of all that. But it's like, bro, he's childish. He don't deserve to lose his NBA team. He don't deserve to lose his NBA team. Stop playing. Stop.
Shit,
People just keep crying
bro.
for stupid shit.
We say I'm honest. At 95% of my jobs, we say shit worse than that.
Yup.
Like, like what?
Dude, this is another example because now they're trying to make this a white privilege thing. No, there's another example of how y'all be so not you obviously, but people be so afraid of the real like conversation behind things. They want to focus on some bullshit like this. But like,
No,
let's focus on some real shit that's happening in companies and shit. Like, don't fucking just focus on this idiot that's just being stupid.
yeah,
Like,
like watching pimping out the cheerleaders.
yeah, exactly. Like, we ain't talking about Washington. Yeah, exactly. Like right after that shit happened, Jay Gruden was hired like nothing happened. Like, bro, what? Like, how the hell do you
Yeah,
hire somebody that's right in the middle of that shit? You know, like
and
that's
then fire him,
to focus on.
and then fire him.
Yeah, yeah. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, he said, man. But that's some shit I'll say though. A lot of that shit I was like, I fuck with this nigga, yo. I mean,
Yeah.
he makes sense.
The funny part of like there are players that like there are black people in that organization that they vouching for Robert Sarver. Like, nah, bro, like we know who he is. Stop playing. And then it's the people who is just clearly they don't like him. So it's like, nah, get him out of here. But bro, like you can work somewhere else. That I mean, it's harsh thing to say, but you can work somewhere else, bro. Like,
Yeah. What do you not do? If you don't like the company, what do you do?
yeah,
Don't support them.
yeah,
So don't apply for their jobs. Don't even buy anything from them. Don't go to their games.
right,
It's that fucking simple.
right.
Like, but people like, oh, if you care that much to want to get him gone, 9 times out of 10 they'll get you gone before they get the owner gone.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot easier to say, hey, you're fired, get the fuck out, than to tell them, hey, you're fired. You got to say team. Like, no, bitch, I'm taking you to court. Like, I ain't doing nothing wrong.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But that
And we
shit.
saw what happened last time the NBA older team. A whole bunch of magical draft picks came out of nowhere. That was number one.
Oh yeah. Well, the Pelicans.
Yeah.
I-
They gave up Chris Paul, got Anthony Davis right after that. And David left, they got Zion Williams.
Man,